Hey, so as a real estate investor and professional, one of the tools that I use on a daily basis is my rental profitability calculator. And you can download this calculator anytime you want from the link in my description below. And so today I'm going to take you through how I use this calculator to figure out if I'm getting a good deal or not on a possible rental property. All right, so when you go into the file for the first time, you're going to see three tabs: rental, flip, and deal funnel. For the purpose of today's video, we're just looking at the rental tab. So this is a simple calculator. Trust me, it can get a lot more complicated, but this one's simple to show you the basics of a rental profitability calculator. And you can use this even if you're looking at a primary residence. In fact, I encourage you to do that because it'll show you, hey, if I decide to rent out my single family residence in the future, can I actually make money doing that? Or is it a complete loss? And sometimes people will buy their primary residence with the idea that maybe in the future I can rent this out. So plug the information into this calculator and you can find out, hey, are the houses I'm looking at good deals? Will they actually cash flow? If you're an investor, you can use this obviously to find a rental opportunity to analyze it. So at the top here, it's the address, no big deal there, right? And then the green boxes, I'll point those out. That's where you enter your data. The other boxes are more of the calculation boxes. So this is where in the rental calculator, in the green boxes here, you can put in how many units that are one bedroom units, how many units are two bedroom if you're looking at a multifamily, how many are three bedroom, and other revenue is on here too for things like storage, or maybe it's got like a retail store underneath. You're buying like an apartment building, something like that, um, or even a garage. Some people rent out garages, as an extra cost, an extra rental rate. So for this particular exercise and video, I'm assuming that I have a three-bedroom house. It's one unit. It's a single family house. $2,800, what I think I can rent it for. That's how much I project my rental rate to be. Now, as I go down the purchase price, I can enter how much I'm paying for the property, the improvements, how much I'm actually spending to improve the property once I buy it, the down payment percentage, the interest rate I'm paying, and how long is my loan for. Most residential loans are 30 years. Some are shorter if you're getting a commercial loan for a residential property, which does happen. But here I have 30 years. So they'll calculate my mortgage payment for me. Remember, this is without taxes and insurance, though. Remember that. That's over on this other section. So on the other section here in green, you'll see property taxes, insurance, maintenance, utilities, admin, property manager, trash removal, unit turn, landscape. All these are expenses that you have to keep in mind if you're buying or looking at a rental property. So at the top here, again, in cell G3, you can see annual cash flow. Then we see cash return on investment, total ROI, gross rent margin, net operating income, and cap rate. For the purpose of this video, we're going to focus on total ROI, cash ROI, and annual cash flow. So it's important to have an idea of your goals of what you want as far as cash flow. So in this example, after all calculations, my annual cash flow is $1,778. That's after taxes, insurance, uh, maintenance, property management, all the expenses, and mortgage. So the way to do this is to just enter here your rental amount, $2,800. I enter my purchase price, $250,000. My improvements at $5,000. My down payment at 20%. Interest rate at 6.9. Amortized over 30 years. My annual cash flow is $1,700. Cash ROI 3%, which is not what I want personally, but some people that may be their goal. And then total ROI is the actual cash ROI plus the equity you accrue. All right, so we come down here to the other green fields I talked about just a couple minutes ago, and you have to estimate all these. to get your total expenses at $1,075 a month. So my NOI, net operating income, is my revenue, $2,800 minus the expenses from this line here, from 1,075. So I'm left with adding in my mortgage at 1,344, and that leaves me $148 a month, or $1,778 per year, for an ROI of 3%, which isn't amazing. However, if you were like in California, that would be good. I imagine it would be for anything to cash flow. So personally, my goal is anywhere from $300 to $350 in cash flow for a single family house to make sense for me to go after. And so if I looked at this one and I crunched the numbers, I would determine, no, it's not something I want to go after. But this is where my file becomes really robust, because I go to my deal funnel. My deal funnel are all the opportunities I'm looking at summarized, so I can look at them and understand what the trend is and what I'm seeing. After I put enough of these in here, I'm going to start seeing a trend and go, all right, well, in that neighborhood, for instance, in this particular zip code, I'm seeing rental rates at this amount. I'm seeing my cash flow at this amount. And then you can determine if that neighborhood is a neighborhood you want to keep looking at, or you need to move your target. So on this deal funnel, I'm looking at I'm putting in my comments, the next step on the opportunity. What type of deal is it? Is it a rental or a flip? Who the seller or the agent is on the deal, market status, the type, the address, the city, yada, 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 the list price, the original list price. So if it got cut like this one did from 295 to 275, how much is that off the original list? When it sells, I actually put that in as well, because if I didn't win it or I didn't go after it, I want to keep track of the sold price, and that will tell me over time what the averages are for that area and sale prices. Days on market, how long has it been on the market? The rent, how much can I rent the property for? Expenses, what are my expenses per month on the property? The payment, repairs, cash needed, total cash needed to actually close on the property, and cash flow, $364. So given the fact that I had entered this one already, if I go back to my rental tab and look at this deal, this one only $148 a month. So if I compare that $148 a month to this one I had entered already at $364 a month, this one actually has more cash flow with it. It could be a better opportunity to go after. Maybe not, depending on what the ROI is. But this this rental calculator is an easy way to analyze properties and understand, hey, is that something that will cash flow in the future, or is it something I should stay away from? And the other thing you can do here, this isn't just for investors. Again, it can be used if you're looking for a primary residence, and you can add different fields into the deal funnel if you need to, like average cost per square foot. You can add in subdivision, whatever you want, in order to track the opportunities you're going after. So I hope this gave you some value today, and I hope this can help you in your real estate journey. Again, you can download this anytime you want for free in the link in my description below, and be on the lookout for other videos I'm making regarding how to calculate properly for a flip, and even how to hunt for a deal online or even on the street driving for dollars. Those videos are out there. I encourage you to check them out. All right. Thanks so much. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you again on the next video.